Apologies, everyone. Unfortunately, our internet is being a little shady. And in the worst of all places, too. We go to the bottom of the 8th, score 8-5. New pitcher on the mound for the Geneva Redwings, Michael Bokus. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Hayden Givens-Craig in the top of the 8th. 2 strikeouts, and then a long catch for Kobe Jones in left at the warning track for out number 3. As the first pitch to Scarfone on the outside corner, called ball 1. Our backstage crew trying to work that out as best as possible. As that pitch grounded down the right field line, foul. Again, one more time, we want to apologize. We are trying to get these sorted out as best as we can. The 1-1 pitch, foul back. The count's 1-2.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for sticking with us. Unfortunately, sometimes things happen technically, and there's just nothing you can do about it. But we are back.
You call them smart electronics, but sometimes they're just not that smart. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2.
You know, it's things like that that make me pine for the day of VCRs and, you know, wall phones and answering machines.
Yeah, we'll stick with that old generation. The 2-2. Foul back, and we will do it over again.
I'm almost tempted to offer you $20 if you can set the clock on a VCR.
I think I could. My family had a VCR when I was growing up.
Did you ever use it, or was it collecting dust?
Oh, no, I used it. The 2-2. Foul back right underneath us. Getting a little closer, Dre.
I'm good. I didn't even, you know, I saw that coming, and I was like, all right, I'm ready for it. But, you know, if I wake up on the floor, I must not have been ready for it, so.
So the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Scarfone working the count to full, and he will receive a payoff pitch from Michael Bokus. Michael Bokus, 5'10", 175, a freshman from Franklin Pierce University from North Brookfield, Massachusetts. His payoff pitch to Steven Scarfone. Inside, ball 4. And Scarfone, leadoff hitter, is aboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As that brings up Noah Brooks.
And that's an excellent job, especially with a new pitcher on the mound. Work the count to 7 pitches, giving Brooks and Schroeder a look at what he has and working himself into a leadoff walk.
One more time, as I see more people are coming in, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties. First pitch to Brooks, called strike 1 on the outside corner. We are trying our best. Our backstage crew doing the best they can to make sure everything works smoothly. There is a lot going on, so I'm glad you guys are sticking with us. Pitch low and away for ball 1. As Dre and I do our best to make sure you stay up to date. Scarfone off first. The 1-1 pitch hit high into the infield. Underneath it is Bermudez, and he will make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, Grace had gone back, and it looked like he was going to try to make an attempt on it, but at the last minute, Bermudez calling him off and making an awkward catch on the ball as it looked like it was going behind him. So,
but it was the right call. You do want someone covering first base at the time. Snap throw over to Scarfone, hits him in the back. He's going to take off for second. A risky throw. The throw down is not in time. The throw was high, and Scarfone got in under the tag. Bermudez arguing with the call with the base umpire, or excuse me, LeMasters was, as Scarfone rolling the dice, and it paid off for him.
And they're going to call an error on the pitcher. No stolen base, but
the first pitch to Tommy Schroeder outside for ball 1. As Michael Bokus finds his pitch, Scarfone off second. The 1-0. Lined into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Scarfone around third. He is going to score, and it is an RBI single for Tommy Schroeder, and the score is now 8-6. Great piece of hitting there by Tommy Schroeder to allow Scarfone to score.
yeah, just saw something he liked. Drove it over the shortstop's head, and Scarfone, actually with that advance on the air, put himself in prime position to score the run. Now the lead's down to 2.
Throw over to Schroeder at first base, not in time, nothing doing there. Michael Bokus finds his pitch, Schroeder off first. Harpalani to the dish now, his first pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. So 0-1, 1 out. Schroeder off of first. Bokus' next pitch. Fouled back. And Bokus almost with a very risky stretch movement, very high leg kick. You would think that you would want to send your runners with a steal on Bokus' motion just because of how high that leg kick is. As another throw over to Schroeder, not in time.
Schroeder might have been thinking about it there. I wonder if they can hear us down on the pitcher's mound.
Possibly. The 0-2, runner does go. Grounder over to third, fair ball. The throw to first is in time. No! Calling safe, he's off the base. The home plate umpire is going to check the call. The base umpire doesn't have the best angle for that. So they're going to challenge, see if the home plate umpire saw anything. And he's going to say that he was off the base. So it is an infield single for Eli Harpalani, as the hit and run does end up working.
Absolutely huge turn of events here. Now the momentum squarely in the Tarp Skunks' favor.
Runners on first and second. The pitch to Austin Matrenga. Outside for ball 1. More action over in the Geneva Redwings bullpen. Bokus might be running on a shorter leash than we thought. As the 1-0. High for ball 1. Throw over to Schroeder. He blocks it with his body. Schroeder could have been dead to rights there, but with the way he slid in, it almost like he soccer kicked the baseball.
Going to start calling him Pele out there. Again, that might be a reference over your head.
I prefer Maldonado, or oh God, not Messi.
Beckham?
Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, as that pitch was outside for ball 3. I, for whatever reason, combined Messi and Ronaldo in one.
Yeah, personally, I thought they were both the same person. I thought his name was Ronaldo Messi. Shows how much I pay attention to soccer.
The 3-0, called strike 1. Matrenga thought it was ball 4, but luckily he still got 2 more strikes to work with. Schroeder off of second, Harpalani off of first. The 3-1 pitch to Matrenga. Ball 4 on the inside corner, and the tarp has been pulled over the field. We are covered in skunks.
It is stinky out in the outfield, and this is a huge opportunity for the Skunks as the manager for Geneva coming out, and it looks like we might get a pitching change here. Although he hasn't called to the bullpen, but bases loaded, 1 out, Leo Doyle the batter. And you're starting to get to the meat of that lineup. Doyle back in the last inning, crushed a double, scored a run.
So Michael Bokus will remain on the mound. The corners will play on the grass, while the middle infield will play double play depth. Looking to see if they can get that inning-ending double play.
Doyle looking for something he can drive in the gap.
The first pitch from Michael Bokus, called strike one over the heart of the plate.
Good patience by Doyle, taking a pitch, knowing that Bokus is in trouble here.
The 0-1, fouled back. But that patience might not be rewarding him. Counts quickly 0-2. So 0-2, 1 out. The tying run is on second base. The pitch, grounded up the middle. That could be 2. Over to second for 1. Into first in time. And it is a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. But 1 run does come across. 1 run on 2 hits with 2 runners left on base. We're going to go to the top of the 9th with the score 8-6 in the Red Wings' favor.
Now pitching for your Jamestown Tarp Skunks out of Virginia State University, number 45, Peyton Alstrom.
New pitcher on the mound for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. It is going to be Peyton Alstrom. Peyton Alstrom, a local to Western New York, 5'9", 165, a senior from Fredonia State. He was from Dunkirk, New York, so only about 30 or 40 minutes north of here. Looking to see if he can leave this inning scoreless in a tight ball game, 8-6. 8 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the Red Wings, 6 runs on 15 hits, and 2 errors for the Skunks. As we get ready for the top of the 9th, it is going to be the 2, 3, 4 hitters, Alsabrooks, Jennings, and Tiroli. And as we get ready for the top of the 9th,
Thank you. It's a great job.
Peyton Alstrom gets all set. And here to tell you all about the top of the 9th, Trey Guinness, take us the rest of the way.
All right, Matty, thank you very much. As we head to the top of the 9th inning, it's been a close game. 8-6. Geneva with the lead here in the top of the 9th as Peyton Alstrom kicks and throws, and the first pitch to also Brooks is taken for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch taken right down the heart of the plate for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Albrooks, Jennings, and Tiroli, the batters here in the 9th as Alstrom kicks and throws. That one just missing on the outside. 2-1. And the pitch. Taken on the inside corner for a called strike. 2-2 now. So also Brooks was ahead 2-0. Alstrom working him back 2-2. And the pitch. Outside. Full count now.
Alstrom definitely no stranger to Russell E. Diethrick Park. from Dunkirk, New York, has played on this field in high school.
And the 3-2 pitch taken for a ball and a leadoff walk for Geneva.
Next up, the designated hitter number 10, Matt
And that's going to bring up Matt Jennings, the designated hitter. 1 for 3 on the day with a walk and a single. He was the man on third that got caught in Harpolani's unassisted double play. And the first pitch just misses on the outside. Alstrom throwing some serious heat out there. Checking the runner. Kicks and throws. The pitch foul. Out of play. And into the street. Where it just missed a woodchuck. And it just missed a car, too. Oh.
Peyton Alstrom, we will send you the bill.
Why would you send it to Peyton? He didn't hit it.
He threw it.
Yeah, but Matt Jennings hit it. He didn't have to.
They can split it. Split the bill.
As the 1-1 pitch comes in, curveball for a strike, 1-2 the count.
Again, the curveball from Peyton Alstrom, very loopy, almost a Yu Darvish-esque curveball, caught Jennings in his tracks.
And the 1-2 pitch called strike 3. So another injection of vitamin C. Ya later. Jennings sits down for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Joe Trioli. And we may have called him a couple of different variations of his last name today. And I will take full responsibility because I, sometimes when I'm filling out the lineup card, have a little dyslexia. As the pitch, outside corner for a called strike, 1-1 the count. Yeah, I completely botched that. Wow. It's late, and I'm old. And the pitch. So again, there's a chopper to second, picked up by Matrenga to second for 1. Schroeder unable to make the transition for the throw to first base, but did hold it long enough and made a baseball play. So the infield umpire calling also Brooks out on the 4-6 putout. Fielder's choice for Tiroli. And that's going to bring up Tyler Skaggs. And the pitch. So again, there's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Tiroli stops at second. And Skaggs, first pitch swinging, gets himself aboard. So runners at first and second. 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning, and the Tarp Skunks trailing by 2, looking to shut the door here to get the middle of the order back to the plate. Alstrom steps off, fakes a throw to second, nobody covering. He's taken a pretty sizable lead off that bag at second. And the pitch. Curveball misses high for a ball. 1-0.
The thing about those loopy curveballs is you have to make sure you have enough follow through to let that ball just fall into the zone. Otherwise, it's always going to miss high.
As the 1-0 pitch misses inside for a ball, 2-0. You know, going back, one of the worst contracts for a pitcher was Barry Zito for the Giants, but he had when he was with the A's, he had a sick 12-6 lollipop curve. There's a drive into right field. Going back is Scarfone, still going back, reaches up, he can't get it. It's over his head. 1 run scores. Coming into home is Skaggs, and he will score ahead of the throw. And LeMasters comes through with a 2-out double and extends the lead to 10-5.
Yeah, Ahlstrom left that hanging over the plate. It was exactly what LeMasters was looking for. He was sitting dead red the whole time. He was a little bit behind on it. He took it the opposite field, but that power just carried it over Scarfone's head, and it landed on the warning track, and the score's now 10-6.
As the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0, 10-6 the score. Not trying to shortchange the Skunks. Math not my strong suit. And the pitch. Taken a little bit high. Ryan Grace now ahead in the count, 2-0. Grace 1 for 4 on the day. He waits. 2-0 pitch. Taken for a called strike, 2-1. Two away here in the top of the ninth inning, 2 across for the Red Wings. Ahlstrom looking to close the door here. And the pitch. Missing outside for a ball, 3-1. Nick Johnson on deck. Ahlstrom checks the runner, comes set, the pitch. Swung on, there's a ground ball to short. Schroeder has it. Throw on to first. And the side is retired, but the damage done. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Tarp Skunks down by 4.
Support for our coverage of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks is brought to you by Plyler Entry Systems, the Davis Investment Group, and Prevention Works in Casa Trinity. We'd like to thank our sponsors for helping to make this and every live stream of the 2024 season possible. We also encourage all businesses and organizations serving residents in Jamestown and Chautauqua County to consider becoming a Tarp Skunks live stream sponsor for this season or future season by calling us at 716-705-5600, emailing us at contactus@tarpskunks.net, or using the contact form on our website, tarpskunks.com. All sponsors are recognized during our live stream broadcasts and also by our public address announcer. Thank you to our current sponsors and also to anyone else considering becoming a future sponsor of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball. New pitcher on the mound for the Geneva Redwings. It is Colin Pipkins. Colin Pipkins, the righty thrower, 6'1", 180, a freshman from Jones College, hailing from Leakesville, Mississippi. He is going to try to close out the game here in the bottom of the ninth. It is 4 runs to tie, 5 runs to win. But, you know, I gotta say, this game has been very offensive-oriented.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're going to get each half inning. Very few 1, 2, 3 innings at all in this game. And that's just a good sign that everybody's going up there looking to hit. And now you've got Jones, Stang, and Kaiser, the heart of the order for the Tarp Skunks. Jones, 2 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to first with the pitcher covering last inning, but he has walked, scored 2 runs, and 2 singles. So Pipkins comes set, and the first pitch taken for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Tarp Skunks with some work to do, and the pitch taken high for a ball, 1-1. And for Jones, taking the first 2 pitches, again, letting the guys behind him see what Pipkins has, as he comes up high for a ball, 2-1 the count. Interesting note, I have never called a walk-off. Just throwing that out there. It's that announcer's curse, right?
Use it to our advantage.
As the 2-1 comes in and misses. Not only did it miss the strike zone, but it missed Skaggs' catcher's glove. Reminds me of Lou Brown back in Major League. Someone better teach this kid control before he kills somebody.
I actually can do an impression of him.
Yeah, yours is much better than mine. And the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now to Jones. It's Bobby Stang on deck. Infield, outfield, playing straight away. And the 3-2, swinging. There's a pop-up, too short. LeMaster's underneath it, and he puts it away for out number 1. And the Tarp Skunks down to their final 2 outs of the game, as that's going to bring up Bobby Stang.
Tarp Skunks running out of outs. Only 2 outs left. 4-run deficit. It's just that 5-run inning that they can't seem to escape.
And that has been the difference in this game, as Stang takes a curveball in the inside corner for a strike.
After that inning, the deficit has not been less than 2 runs.
Pipkins comes set, the 0-1 pitch, way outside for a ball, 1-1. Pipkins is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get coming out of his hands.
Good reference.
Thank you. As Stang waits for the 1-1. Swinging, there's a drive. Center field and deep. Going back on it is Ciccarelli, and it's off the wall. Stang rounds first. He pulls into second with a 1-out double. And the Tarp Skunks still have life.
That if Stang hit that ball at any other part of the field, except for maybe the 414 power alley, that ball would have been gone. That was an absolute moonshot to straightaway center by Bobby Stang, and Tarp Skunks don't want to be done yet, as that is the 27th hit by both teams so far tonight.
And that's got to be at least 390 out to the batter's eye where that landed. So put a charge in it. That's going to bring up Clayton Kaiser, also a power hitter, missing with a ball on the outside is Pipkins. So Stang off second. 1 away here, bottom of the 9th inning. Tarp Skunks down 4. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kaiser way out in front, expecting a fastball, and Pipkins took something off.
The difference in speed in Pipkins' pitches are extremely noticeable. It's almost like a 10 or a 15 mile an hour difference, which is very, very massive when it comes to pitches themselves. So changing speed, change location seems to be Pipkins' go-to.
So Kaiser steps out, calls time. Still 1-1 the count. Crowd getting into it here. In the bottom of the 9th inning, and the pitch way outside, 2-1. You could see that right out of his hand that it wasn't going to hit the zone.
He was going for a changeup on that pitch, but unfortunately, again, slipped out of his hand, looking for that pronate with the wrist, but it just slips out of the top of his hand and goes way out.
2-1 to Kaiser. The pitch. That just missed, I think, up. 3-1 now. Kaiser with a hitter's count, staying off second. Chenille Maldonado on deck. And the Tarp Skunks looking to make some noise here. As the 3-1. Taken for a ball. So Kaiser walks. And that's going to bring up Chenille Maldonado.
You know, it was a good set of discipline there by Clayton Kaiser, but from my perspective, this is almost a worse scenario for the Skunks because the game-ending double play is set up here, and the Red Wings defense has pulled off a couple of double plays so far today, and you know that's exactly what they're going to be looking for. So, in my opinion, you got to find some way to get Stang over to third. Like, separate the runners as much as you can to keep that double play as far away from yourself as humanly possible.
Maldonado settling in, 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI. Looking for more, and the first pitch swinging. There's a fly ball into right field. Devlin over to the line, and he makes the catch. And that'll be 2 outs, so 1 pitch. And Maldonado is retired, so the Tarp Skunks down to their final out.
And I have to say, there was kind of a blunder there by Bobby Stang on second. With where that ball was placed, he should have had an opportunity to tag up and advance over to third, but instead he played it as if he was on first, and he stopped halfway, so he wasn't able to advance.
So now Scarfone steps into the box. Tarp Skunks down to their final out. And the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. 1-0. Noah Brooks, the catcher, would be next if Scarfone can get on. Pipkins comes set, the pitch swing, and there's a line drive foul. As that one landed, hit the fence between the bullpen and the dugout. So we're even at 1 apiece. Pipkins comes set, and the pitch. Taken for a called strike, 1-2 the count. Beautiful curveball, just broke Scarfone's legs. And so now the Tarp Skunks down to their final strike. Pipkins comes set, and the pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2.
Scarfone has seen this scenario before in previous games, looking at being the last hope in the 9th inning, trying to see if he can make something happen, keep this inning alive.
2-2. The pitch. High for a ball, 3-2. So after falling behind 0-2, Steven Scarfone has worked the count full.
Runners are going to be in motion, 3-2, 2 out.
Almost nobody has left the ballpark. That's how intense it is. 3-2, 2 away. Pipkins comes set, runners go, and the pitch taken outside for a ball. So Scarfone walks to load the bases to keep the Tarp Skunks alive. And Noah Brooks, the catcher, steps up.
Again, though, bases loaded is a dangerous scenario. Any ball in the infield could spell the doom of the Skunks, as any base is available.
As the first pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0.
If I were Noah Brooks, I'm looking for that line drive hit. You want to get it over the head of the infielders, but you don't want to put it over the heads of the outfielders. You're playing small ball.
As that curveball buckles the knees for a called strike, Brooks having a little discussion at the plate with the home plate umpire. It's 1-1. Bases juiced. And the pitch. Another curveball hits the strike zone. 1-2 the count. And now Brooks is off balance. If you're Pipkins, you throw another curveball or you come in with the fastball?
Well, either would work, but if you're going to use that curveball, it's got to be outside.
And the two-pitch ground ball off the foot of Pipkins. Nobody is going to be able to make a play. Scoring is Bobby Stang. And It's now 10-7 as Brooks with an infield single.
That is I was holding my breath the entirety of that play. Very dangerous scenario. No action in the Red Wings bullpen. They are going to ride out Pipkins the entirety of this inning. But a very scary play there. Off the foot of Pipkins, off the glove of Pipkins as well.
Tying run at first base. Tommy Schroeder would be the winning run. Outfield playing back in the no doubles defense. Infield playing back on the outfield grass.
Again, play outfield small ball. Bases loaded. You don't want to have anything in the infield. You want to get it over the infielders' heads to have that line drive single just chip away.
Swinging, there's the line drive single into left field. One run's going to score, rounding third, and heading to the plate is Scarfone, and he scores, and it's 10-9.
I want to cheer like the Tarp Skunks fans are cheering so bad right now. What a hit by Tommy Schroeder. An absolute line drive hit in the down the left field line, scoring two. Perfect scenario by Tommy Schroeder, coming up clutch yet again for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. It is a one-run ball game, the tying run 90 feet away for Eli Harpelani, but do not change the scenario at all.
And the first pitch to Harpelani taken high for a ball, 1-0.
The biggest thing that the Tarp Skunks have to do right now is they have to not let the emotions get the best of them. Remain calm at the plate. Just be yourself. Play the game the way you know how to.
Pipkins comes set, the pitch fouled back and out of play, 1-1 the count.
The biggest thing that Harpelani could do right now is replicate the very same thing that Tommy Schroeder just did.
Nice and easy, don't overswing, just find something and drive it. The 1-1. Swinging, there's a pop-up. Right side, that is going to tail out of play. And it's 1-2.
Again, just settle in. Do not let the screaming Skunks fans get the better of you. Just keep calm, clear the mechanism, and just play your game.
1-2. 2 away. Runners at second and third. The pitch. Swinging a foul. Backing out of play, and Harpelani stays alive. A base hit to the outfield could end this ball game. Harpelani waits, the 1-2. Swinging, there's a weak roller to third, picked up by Tiroli, throws to first, and the ball game is over.
What a heartfelt showing there by the Tarp Skunks. 4-run deficit, able to put 3 across in the bottom of the 9th. Man, that's a heartbreaker. You hate to see that scenario.
And so the Geneva Redwings come in and pick up the win 10-9. 10 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors for the Red Wings, 9 runs, 18 hits, and 2 errors for the Tarp Skunks. The Tarp Skunks have now dropped 5 in a row. And they need to turn things around here and pick it up. Gave it a heck of an effort in the 9th inning, but just came up a little short.
The thing that I have to say the most that the Tarp Skunks need to work on is putting action in early at the beginning of the game and the beginning of each inning. The one thing that we saw the most in the beginning of the game and more towards the end of the game as well is they did not get, like, the number shows 18 hits.
Yeah.
Like, that's outstanding. But at the same time, most of those hits happened when there were 2 outs, like in the 3rd inning. Like 1 out, 2 out, and then a 2-out rally that scores 2. second inning. 1 out, 2 out, then the bases are left loaded. What they need to do is they need to figure out how to get people on base early in the game, early in the inning, to allow those runs to come across. That way you don't leave them stranded in a 2-out scenario, because it's almost like shooting yourself in the foot. So in my opinion, that's something they need to work on. They need to reset, come back in with a strong mindset. Forget this game. You put on a hell of a showing and a like 18 hits, like 29 hits throughout the entirety of this game. What more could you ask for? Like, these fans for community buyout night presented by Wegmans, like, they got a heck of a game here tonight. But that means we got to take a look at our MVS, our most valuable stinker of the night. Is it my lead?
You lead off first.
This is hard. There's so many choices. In my opinion, do I stick offense or do I go defense? I'm going to go offense. I got to give it to Tommy Schroeder. You know, that hit in the bottom of the ninth just catapulted everything. Like, life would not have happened in this game, and it would not have been brought to a one-run game if he hadn't put an absolute bullseye of a hit to score 2 in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, he came up clutch when it counted, and that's the way that Tommy Schroeder plays baseball. He comes up clutch when it counts, and he went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. What more could you ask for at the plate by Tommy Schroeder in the 10 slot?
Yeah, Tommy Schroeder doing an absolute tremendous job. I'm going to go defensively, and I'm going to give it to Eli Harpelani, because in a situation where the bases were loaded and nobody out, a line drive, not only the focus to, at the hot corner, pick a screaming line drive out of the air, but also to recognize the runner had gone a couple steps off the bag, diving and tagging the bag to change up the complexion of that inning. So I definitely want to give that one to Eli Harpelani, because definitely one of the toughest plays that they've made tonight.
I absolutely give that one to you. Don't forget, the Skunks are going to be on the road on Father's Day and on Tuesday. They'll be back home on Wednesday when they host the Elmira Pioneers, and then on Friday they'll be home to host the Auburn Double Days next week. You don't want to miss out on those. First pitch for both of them at 6. I'd like to thank our sponsors for helping to make this and every live stream of the 2024 season possible. We also encourage all businesses and organizations serving residents in Jamestown and Chautauqua County to consider becoming a Tarp Skunks live stream sponsor for this season or future season by calling us at 716-705-5600, emailing us at contactus@tarpskunks.net, or using the contact form on our website, tarpskunks.com. All sponsors are recognized during each home game during our live stream broadcast, and also by our public address announcer. Thank you to our current sponsors, and also to anyone else considering becoming a future sponsor of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball. It's been a great night. It's been a fun night. It's been an intense night. But for now, we got to take off. It's been Matty G alongside Dre Guinness, with Dre Guinness saying,
Good night, everybody.